Hi folks, it's Mahmood here. I know we're right in the middle of very disturbing, volatile, turbulent times here, and if you're in business here, it's a real worrying time here. We already heard some headlines about support that's going out there, so we've heard about furloughed workers, we've heard about grants coming in, we've heard about deferring debt. Tonight the focus on self-employed. So a few things to establish here before we get into the details, if you can call it that, of what the Chancellor announced this evening. Number one, self-employed refers typically to those people who do not operate their business through a limited company. So what you might call a sole trader, a freelancer, a number of different terms coming into the mix. Number two, it's based on income limit, and the top headline is that there is a cash grant that will be paid from the earliest around about June onwards. You don't have to claim it yourself. HMRC will be the ones who are contacting you. What's the eligibility? Well, the eligibility is based on 2 or 3 factors. Number one, for the tax year 18-19, so that's running between the 6th of April 2018 and the 5th of April 2019, your profit mustn't have exceeded £50,000. Or, averaged over the last 3 years up to that year, they mustn't exceed £50,000. If you started self-employment after the 6th of April 2019 onwards, unfortunately, you won't be eligible to get this cash grant there as well. So that's unfortunate. So newly self-employed, there's nothing in there for you, I'm afraid. There are other things, but as far as the announcement is concerned, no. Other criteria, at least 50% of your income, i.e. your profits, must come from self-employment. So if you've got a part-time job and you also got what I call a side hustle, collectively, the self-employed must be at least 50% of that number. Details coming out, as with all these things, those are the big headline announcements. There's a cap, effectively no more than 7,500, and it's based on 80% of those eligible profits. It should deal with, so they estimate, 95% of the 5 million people who are self-employed in the United Kingdom. There are going to be losers, so we'll look at that details later on, but those are the key headlines there as well. I'm going to be sort of doing some late night reading, digested already some stuff. The details likely to drip out over the next few days, few weeks. We've got some updates coming for you. So for a lot of you, you might see that as a bit of a there's a bit of a lifeline there, a bit of relief. If you're not, there are other things that are there to support you there. And it's a rolling news fest. It's going to change as time goes on. But that's the headlines. Rest easy, everyone. Stay safe. Stay sensible. Take care.